What's up everybody, Miss Montana DeLeon here. Real quick before I start this video, the lipstick is Black Radiance Reggae Red, and I put it on top of a Money lip glass, Dazzle Glass by MAC. So it's very pigmented and it still came up really good. The earrings, I forget where I get them from, but I know as soon as I got them, I did a video about them. Please forgive me, I have tons of stuff that I just be forgetting. Anywho, on with the video. This is a relationship video. I guess I'm gonna let you guys title this video because I really don't know what to title it. When looking for a mate, when you're dating, when you're looking for a husband or wife, how do you investigate who they are, what they stand for, what type of person they are, their character? There are a lot of things that you can do to kind of gauge, not know exactly, but kind of gauge what type of person they are, what kind of person they'll be in a relationship, what kind of father or mother they'll be. You can kind of gauge by dating them for a year, 2 years, 3 years before you even get married. There is no time limit or a certain date that you have to date someone or be with someone before you marry them. You all know that I just left my marriage. I had known him for a number of years. I met him before I met Nunu. For those of you who've been on my channel, I met him before I met Nunu. Who was like the only guy that I ever really showed on this channel. Face just all out. I met my soon-to-be ex-husband before I met Nunu, and we've been dating here and there. You know, we'll drift off and get into a relationship and come back around to each other or whatever. He had been with me through many aspects of my life before my self-love journey, when I was still World Star Hip Hop, Montana DeLeon, booty model, nude modeling, whatever. He had met me in that stage when I was just a terrible person, and before I was healed, before I healed myself, he met me at that time in my life. Then he came back around, and he came back around. Then another time in my life, he met me when I was, we met up again when I was doing the whole religious thing. When I was doing the whole celibate thing, no sex. And then when I got out of the whole religious thing and got completely on to self-love and the whole lovesome thing. Like, I was already on the self-love when he met me during the religious stage, but I was totally on the lovesome thing, and I stopped believing in God at that moment. I stopped going to church around that time, and that's when we got married. So this video is to tell you that nothing is a guarantee in life except for who you are going to be, how you're going to treat people, because you're the one playing that out. You're the one in control of that. You're the one that, you're the only one that can say what you're going to do, how you're going to do it, when you're going to do it. Okay? And another thing that's absolutely guaranteed in life is that you're going to die one day. Those are the only two things that I know that are guaranteed in life. Now, what other people do, when other people change, how other people change, if they change for the better or the worse, it's completely out of your hands. You can be an amazing husband or an amazing wife, a wonderful boyfriend, a wonderful girlfriend, an amazing mother or an amazing father, and people that you deal with whom you have no control over can totally change on you, whether it be for the better or the worse. They can totally change on you at any given time, whether it be a year or 5 years or 10 years or 50 years of being together or knowing them. They can totally change. Like, a murderer wasn't born a murderer. You can't give birth to a baby and be like, oh, this baby's a murderer, I see it right now. Like, you cannot gauge that. A murderer was not a murderer before they killed their first person. You would never know. I mean, sometimes there are signs that, oh, this person has the ability to probably kill somebody if they get mad enough. You can probably gauge that. But other times you really can't. Somebody might kill somebody and you'd be like, what? Oh, Charlie Boy did it. I don't believe Charlie Boy had it in him. Not my baby or whatever. Like, you just don't know what people are capable of. What they'll do, when they'll do it, how they'll do it, to the extent of them doing it. Like, you have no idea, no control over what other people do. So in my marriage, after even knowing him a couple of years, he was a totally different person almost as soon as I said I do. Now, there were no signs that he was going to be this totally different person once we got married. There were no signs, there were no characteristics, there were no the red flags or raves that I overlooked. There was none of that. I'm a pretty good judgment of character nowadays because I'm so alert, so loving, so looking for the good in people, and so trying to stay away from the bad in people. So I'm really, really good at judging people, you know, their character and their motives and things like that. So this is something that was very unexpected. If I gave you the details of why my marriage ended, you'd probably think of a similar situation where somebody did something and you had no idea that they had it in them, or they were like that, or they would do that, or, you know, certain circumstances make you change for the better or for the worse. Now for me in marriage, I changed completely from the day we got married. I was a totally different person. Before we got married, I did a couple of things here and there to show I was a good person. I had a potential to be a good wife. But the day we got married, I went gun-ho, like, I'm doing it all. I'm doing everything. I'm doing everything I possibly can. Keep you happy. I'm working hard. I'm taking it seriously. You know, no room for nobody else coming in doing my job. Sorry, just not gonna happen. That's how it was when I got married. He, on the other hand, got a little. He had a different idea of what a husband and wife thing is supposed to be. Him as a husband, kind of, I don't know, but I mean, without saying too much, for instance, things that I was doing or was okay with him before in our relationship, dating, was okay before. The day we got married, it was like, oh no, wife should not do that. Wife, no, no, no. Like, no, wife, you can't, as my wife, you can't do this, you can't. What? I don't, is this the same person? Like, where does all this come from? That was just one thing. So it was just so much, you know, circumstances change people. In particular, that marriage changed him a bit. It kind of showed what he really thought of marriage and how he would really act in a marriage. Stuff like this, even the simplest thing, you can't think to ask everything possible up front before you marry somebody. You can't think like, am I still going to be able to do this? Am I still going to be able to eat crackers in the bed or whatever? You can't think of every single thing to ask someone before, you know, you go into a situation, because sometimes you just have to experience and learn the hard way. So this was inevitable. There was no way around this. I had to actually experience this to learn the hard way that he looked at marriage totally different. And I think it had a lot to do with his upbringing, his father, and how his mother took stuff, and just how they viewed the role of a husband or the authority that a husband could, I don't know. It was just something over my head, and I just wasn't down with that. And it was just a lot of things that I just wasn't down with that he was doing after the marriage, and I was just like, oh, this is wrong. This can't, no, I'm not laying down for this. No, I'm not doing that. So years of knowing this man and knowing and seeing two completely different people, from the day we got married, from the day we met to the day we got married, was two totally different people. You can never fully 100% know somebody until you go through something with them. Like, people are going to change. It's inevitable. The younger you are, the more you change, grow, find out what you like, find out what you're into. But once you hit like 30s and 40s, you're supposed to know basically what you want, how you want it done, who you're going to deal with, how you're going to deal with them, and kind of, you know, don't change and evolve as much once you get older. You kind of set in your ways or get settled in certain ways that are comfortable for you. You've learned your lessons in life, what you like, what you don't like, and all that stuff. So you kind of know who you are by then. But anything younger than 30, you're changing and evolving a lot. Okay? What you liked at 18 to 21, you won't like it at 25, 28. But like I said, over 30, you're kind of getting to know what you want out of life and who you want and how you want to be and the person you want to portray yourself as and things like that. But this, honey, look, do not expect anything from anyone. Don't have any expectations. roll with it. Go with your gut feeling. Okay, if you love somebody at that moment, love them, enjoy the person that they are. But if they change, maybe you need to change how you view them, how you feel about them, whatever. Okay, anybody that I dated 2.5, 3 years ago, if somebody asked them now and they haven't seen my self-love journey, anything that I've been through or been around me every day to see who I am now, they would be like, I would never date Montana. Crazy, violent, all messed up in the head. I would never. Because you don't expect people to change like drastically. Or you don't expect them to change, period. Really, you really don't. What you knew at one point is what you think you're gonna know for the rest of your life. But the reality of it is people change. Whether it be for the good or the bad, they're going to change. They're going to grow. They're going to evolve. As long as they're breathing, they're going to evolve and change. So that's why I say go with your gut feeling. Go with your feeling. Go with the flow. Don't fight it. Just roll with it. If it's good at the moment, roll with it if it's good. If it's bad, if it starts getting bad, reevaluate the situation. If this is for me, do I want to deal with this? You know, what's my tolerance limit? When can I not take it anymore? When do I need to step out? Make your own judgment. Everybody's level of what they'll take, the crap they'll take is different. Some women will take a lot more than others. Some women will be like, whoa, 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 what? No, I know my worth, boo-boo. This is not what I signed up for. Deuces. And some women will be like, look, this got to be a phase you're going through. Okay, now wait. Hold on now. We're going to try this a couple more times and see if we can get this together now. You going to tighten up or what? We'll try again. Still messing up. Okay, try one more time now. I'm not going to let you make a fool out of me 3 times, okay? One time, shame on you. 2 times, shame on me. 3 times, I got to go, okay? You got to know what your tolerance level is, but everybody's level is different. So like I say, some women take more than others. But if it's good, it's good. If it's good, roll with it, appreciate it, learn from it, embrace it. When it go bad, you be the judge of what you want to do, what you want to take, what you're worth. Can you do better? Can you not do better? Can you change this person? You really don't want to try and change nobody, but you do want to give them an opportunity to show you something, you know, different or show you something better. If not, it's time to check out. Don't just settle just to be in a relationship and compromise your happiness, okay? But the moral of the story is people change, sometimes for the better, sometimes for the worse. You change too. What you like today, you may not like 10 years from now. What you were attracted to today, you might not be attracted to 10 years from now. Go with the flow. Life is about living, enjoying, experiencing, making mistakes, learning lessons, whatever. Nothing is right and nothing is wrong. Okay? Just make sure what you do everything you can and do it out of love and respect. Just make sure you're doing the right thing. And when you're dealing with people who change for the worse on you, deal with them with love and respect and know when to walk away. Just know your own personal tolerance level. Just know yourself that much. Alright, this video is long enough. I'm about to go. Have any questions, comments, concerns? Put them down below. But on the real, know your own tolerance level. Okay? Do everything with love and respect. Treat people with love and respect. Okay? Love some.